Welcome back, children. This is Vedagopal sir. With the remaining part of the grammar topic, a sentence and its kinds. In the previous class, we discussed two types of sentences and how they are identified. I think you remember those two kinds of sentences, children. One is assertive or declarative sentence, the second one is imperative sentence. Now, the third kind of sentence we are going to discuss. You can look at the board, interrogative sentence. A sentence which asks a question or which makes an inquiry is known as an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence is nothing but a question. Any sentence, a sentence means any sentence which asks a question or which makes an inquiry. So, from this word question itself we can understand that interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. That is very clear now. The previous two kinds of sentences that we discussed already, assertive or declarative and imperative sentences end with a full stop. Now, interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. But the beginning is not discussed here because there are two types of sentences. Interrogative sentences are of two types. If there is only one single type, I would have said that the sentences begin with this and end with a question mark like that. But there is a difference here. There are two types of interrogative sentences. That's why it is given. Some things ask a question and some interrogative sentences make an inquiry. So let us see the difference between them. So first type of interrogative sentence is yes or no question. Second type is WH question, WH type question. Okay. What is the difference between these two and how to identify? Yes or no questions means when those questions are asked, you have to answer that particular question either with a yes or a no. Suppose you are asking a question or you are asked a question by somebody. Are you Aparna? Immediately that girl says yes or no. Is your father at home? Yes or no? Yes, he is there. No, he isn't there. Is your father a lawyer? No, my father is a doctor. So, you answer such type of questions with a yes or a no. So, those questions are called yes or no questions. And the questions which are asked beginning with question words, WH question words they are called. WH question words like what, which, when, where, why, all these are come under WH question sentences. And when those questions are asked, you cannot answer them with a yes or no. So, for example, what is your name? That question is asked. Can you answer with a yes or no for that? No. You have to give the answer there. My name is like that. Where do you live? You cannot say yes or no. You say I live in Khammam. When do you go to school? You cannot say yes or no. Simply you have to give the complete answer there. I go to school at 7:30 a.m. So like this, there are two different kinds of types of interrogative sentences. Let us discuss them in detail. Now. We are going to write the difference between the two types of interrogative sentences, how to identify them. Okay, children? Now, yes or no questions, how to identify. I told you, children, there are two types of interrogative sentences. The first type is yes or no type questions. These questions begin with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs or modal verbs and end with a question mark. See, before already we discussed, when the questions begin with any helping verb like this, or is, do is not a helping verb, but it is used as an auxiliary verb or helping verb. In the same way, have is a helping verb. All these are helping verbs. The sentences have begun with helping verbs. and end with a question mark. And each and every question given here or such type of questions are always answered either with a yes or a no. For example, are you free now? You simply say yes or no. Is your father at home? Simply you say yes or no. Do you play games? Yes, like that immediately you say or no. Have you ever visited Delhi? So all these questions which begin with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. Look at this modal verb. Can you ride a bike? Can you ride a bike? Can you ride a see? Can is a modal verb. Already we discussed in the fourth unit, children, in the first reading. Can you ride a bike? You answer this question with a yes or no. So, such type of questions which begin with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs or modal verbs and end with question marks are called yes or no questions. Is it clear, children? Now, there is a very clear difference between yes or no type questions and WH question type that we are going to discuss now. We are going to discuss now the second type of interrogative sentence, that is yes WH type question. WH type questions now, children, look at this. These questions begin with WH question words. Whereas the previous type yes or no type questions began with yes helping verbs or auxiliary verbs or modal verbs. These questions begin with WH question words only. See, there are 9 WH question words. What, when, where, which, why, who, whom, whose, and how. These are the 9 WH question words with which these questions begin, and you need to give complete answers for these questions. We cannot simply answer with a yes or no for this. What is your name? When do you get up? Where is Taj Mahal located? Why did you get less marks in the test? All these sentences are asking questions for the response from the other side, for the answer from the other side. We are not asking any yes or no questions here. Okay, children, see the difference between yes or no type and this type of questions. WH type questions begin with WH question words like what, when, where, which, why, who, whom, whose, and how. And they end with a question mark. As usual, interrogative sentences always end with a question mark only. These are some of the examples. Okay, children, you understand now the difference between yes or no type questions and WH questions? Right. Let us go to the next kind of sentence, exclamatory sentences now. Now, the fourth kind of sentence, exclamatory sentences. We all know exclamatory sentences are very easy to identify because they always end with an exclamation mark. Okay, the next type of sentence, that is optative sentences, also end with an exclamation mark only, but there is a difference between these two. Let us see the difference. First, let us discuss exclamatory sentence. And most of the time, you know, these sentences begin with WH question words only. What a beauty! How wonderful it is! How beautiful the painting is! What a great loss! How cruel! What a wonder! The sentences express surprise, sometimes wonder, sometimes sorrow. Alas, he has lost his father in an accident. The sentences also sometimes express joy. Hurrah, we have won the match. Sometimes those sentences express excitement. What? Are you sure? Like this. Sometimes these sentences express shock also. Shock. All these expressions are indicated, are usually written or spoken most of the time with WH question words only, but all these sentences end with an exclamation mark. Let us see the examples now. Look at the examples. We will see the examples now, children. Now look at the examples of exclamatory sentences, children. What a great win! You are exclaiming in wonder. How beautiful this painting is. You are showing a painting and exclaiming there. You are expressing your wonder. How beautiful this painting is. What a great tragedy. What a great tragedy. You are exclaiming at the loss. How big the snake is. Oh my God, how big it is. Like that we are expressing wonder or excitement. How foolish you are. You are reprimanding somebody by using this. How foolish you are. What a silly answer. See, most of the time you know either you use what or how to make exclamatory sentences. These two are actually WH question words. But most of the time we use these words only to express wonder, express shock or joy or excitement or shock. So all these sentences you can see end with an exclamatory mark. These are some of the examples for exclamatory sentences. Children, now let us go to the last kind of sentence, optative sentences. Yes, children, the last kind of sentence that we are going to discuss, optative sentences. Maybe this is the new one for you. You might not have heard this before, but we generally use a lot of sentences, particularly nowadays through the social media, expressing our greetings or wishing our near and dear ones, our well-wishers, our friends with a good morning, and before going to bed with a good night. During the day, morning we say have a nice day. May God bless you. When somebody comes to you for your blessings, may God bless you, like that. When somebody is going to appear for a test or an examination or an interview, you say all the best or best of luck. These are also sentences only, but these are used generally only to express greetings or wishes or blessings. Best wishes, sometimes we say best wishes to you. All the best, like that we use symbols also. So the sentences which express greetings or wishes or blessings are known as optative sentences. Okay, children? May God bless you. Look at the examples there. Of course, as I told you earlier, these sentences also end with an exclamatory mark only. May God bless you. Many more happy returns of the day. This is generally how you wish your friends who are celebrating their birthdays. Or if they are elders, you want to wish them on their wedding anniversary, say many more happy returns of the day, or happy birthday, happy wedding anniversary, a happy married life. In the same way, have a nice day, good morning, good night. These express greetings, wishes, and of course some of them blessings also. Such kind of sentences are known as optative sentences. And these are the 5 kinds of sentences that we have, children. And the importance of this topic is that when we go on discussing the other topics in grammar, you always have to remember the kinds of sentences and how they are identified. Otherwise, most of the time you will get confused if you do not have a thorough idea about this topic, sentence and its kinds. Always you will be in trouble, because the other transformations that you will be making in the form of direct indirect speech or active passive voice or if clauses or any other kinds of sentences like simple, compound and complex, for all these to have a thorough idea, first you need to know the sentence, the meaning of a sentence and its kinds, and also how to identify them. Okay, children, with that we come to the end of this topic of grammar, a sentence and its kinds. Thank you.